In Hollywood, every blockbuster enters the ring fighting for glory, legacy, and a mountain of cash. Some films become legends, others get knocked out fast. Today we're diving into Thunderbolts, a movie that's both a critical darling and a box office disappointment. How can a film win over critics and fans yet flop financially? Let's break down the fight. We'll analyze reviews, revenue, marketing, and more, putting hit versus flop in the ultimate showdown. Thunderbolts entered with hype and left with questions. Let the match begin. Thunderbolts landed its first punch with the critics. Reviewers, usually tough on superhero films, praised its darker, grounded tone. A refreshing change for the MCU. Certified fresh scores rolled in, with critics calling it a gritty espionage thriller, not just another CGI spectacle. Audiences agreed, giving it a strong cinema score and buzzing about the film's chemistry and mature themes. The cast's dynamic felt authentic, more Dirty Dozen than Avengers, with broken, compelling characters at the center. The script was tight, the story self-contained, and the pacing sharp. No bloated universe building here. Critics loved the tense, unpredictable spy vibe and practical, brutal action. Thunderbolts stood out for its focus, character depth, and artistic vision. In a sea of formulaic blockbusters, it was a creative risk that paid off, at least on the page. The consensus, Marvel, finally took a real risk, and it worked. Round 1 goes decisively to Team Hit. But in Round 2, Team Flop lands a brutal blow: the money. Thunderbolts cost over $220 million to make, with marketing pushing the total near $370 million. To break even, it needed to clear $550 million worldwide. Opening weekend was just average, deadly for a Marvel film. After that, ticket sales plummeted. The core fans showed up, but the broader audience didn't bite. Theaters quickly cut showtimes and the final global box office barely topped $400 million. After the theaters cut, the studio faced a loss of over $150 million. Despite glowing reviews, the financials were a disaster. No amount of critical love could spin this into a win. Round 2, a technical knockout for Team Flop. Team Hit rebounds with quality. Thunderbolts was a sharp contrast to recent bloated MCU entries. It told a complete, focused story, no homework required. The performances were nuanced, the action grounded, and the visuals moody and distinct. It sidestepped weak villains and convoluted plots, focusing on personal stakes and character-driven conflict. Thunderbolts felt like a course correction, mature, self-contained, and impactful. Compared to its peers, it was simply a better-made film. Round 3, clear win for Team Hit. Team Flop counters with superhero fatigue. After years of endless Marvel content, audiences are selective. Thunderbolts wasn't an event, it was another entry in an oversaturated market. Its darker, niche tone may have alienated casual viewers looking for classic Marvel fun. Streaming habits made waiting easy, urgency was gone. The film became a casualty of a tired genre and shifting viewing habits. Even high quality couldn't overcome audience apathy. Round 4, strategic win for Team Flop. Team Hit fires back with star power. Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, and David Harbour led a stacked cast, each bringing charisma and fan bases. Their chemistry was electric, elevating the material and drawing in dedicated fans. The supporting cast was equally strong, adding credibility and appeal. Star power should have been a major asset, promising quality and excitement. In theory, this lineup could overcome hesitation and sell tickets. Round 5, Team Hit scores with its A-list cast. But Team Flop points out the real issue: the characters. Thunderbolts featured B-listers and reformed villains, not household names. Unlike Iron Man or Spider-Man, these characters lacked mainstream pull. The team's obscurity made marketing tough. Most people didn't know or care who they were. The film lacked a simple, compelling hook and the novelty of earlier MCU risks. Even with big stars, the lack of iconic heroes capped its potential. Round 6, Team Flop wins on brand recognition. Team Hit highlights the film's bold, fresh tone. Thunderbolts broke the Marvel mold, embracing a dark, morally gray spy thriller vibe. Fans wanted variety, and this film delivered. No quippy action comedy here. The stakes were personal, the action visceral, and the storytelling mature. It stood out in a crowded genre, offering something genuinely new. The risk paid off creatively, making it a critical favorite. Round 7 team hit wins for originality. Team Flop argues the film was marketed as minor league. Thunderbolts wasn't sold as a must-see event, just a cool side story. Without Avengers-level stakes or a major villain, urgency was missing. Casual fans felt they could wait for streaming. The marketing failed to make it essential viewing, hurting ticket sales. Treated like a second-tier project, it got second-tier results. Round 8 Team Flop scores on marketing missteps. Team Hit's last card: word of mouth. Fans who saw Thunderbolts became passionate advocates, flooding social media with praise. The film built a cult following with high audience scores and organic buzz. Word of mouth created a sense of discovery, making viewers feel part of an exclusive club. While it didn't save the box office, it cemented the film's legacy as a creative triumph. Round 9 Team Hit wins on audience passion. But Team Flop lands the final blow: the streaming effect. Positive buzz didn't drive ticket sales, it made people wait for Disney+. The film's box office was front-loaded, with no staying power. As numbers dropped, showtimes vanished, and the narrative shifted to failure. In today's market, only true event films get people off the couch. Thunderbolts couldn't overcome the streaming waiting game. Final round decisive win for Team Flop. The fight's over. Time for the verdict. Thunderbolts was a creative hit, praised by critics, loved by fans, and anchored by a stellar cast. It dared to be different, offering a fresh, mature take on the genre. Artistically, it was a top-tier Marvel film. But financially, it was a disaster, undone by fatigue, weak marketing, and lack of iconic heroes. The box office scoreboard says flop, and in Hollywood, money decides the winner. Thunderbolts is a paradox, a critical darling, a commercial failure. Its legacy is a fascinating contradiction, a film that won hearts but lost the war. In the end, the split decision goes to Team Flop. Thunderbolts is a cautionary tale, a creative triumph that couldn't conquer the box office. It'll be debated for years: right movie, wrong time, or just too different for the mainstream. For fans, it's a cult classic. For the studio, a costly lesson. Star power and good reviews aren't enough anymore. In the fight between hit and flop, the money wins. Thunderbolt's story is a split decision that feels like a loss. Thanks for watching.